All right, Shalom, Shalom. It's your brother Netabaya coming back with a lesson. I'm gonna try not to make this long. Usually the lessons that I bring out is not long, but you know what? Hey, the Spirit moved me to do this. So, and it's not well put together, or it's not put together. It's just coming out. Got a few things lined up, but hey, this is all through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But before that, call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Hakadash. Double honors to the apostles and heads of Great Millstone, who I know through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has the 100% truth. All right, salutations to the hopeful elect, as well as a few aquat that may be out here listening. All right, I want to speak on a couple things. The first one is a change. Hey, we going through some changes. All right, it's definitely a change coming, and us as men of the Lord, we have to more than likely, become accustomed to being uncomfortable. We know what the prophecies tell us. We understand what's going on in these days. Okay, we understand. As it says, what's going as far as Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30:7. Okay, we understand we are in the beginning times of those. All right. Uh, I also looked up this word uncomfortable. We have to understand that everything is not about convenience. We were sent here, and these like one of the elders called them. We were sent here, in these meat suits, to basically, for whatever reason, to be punished. Okay, we're not here to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I want to bring out this word comfortable for right now. All right, it says it's an adjective: cozy, enjoyable, pleasant, secure, safe, restful. All right, homely, comfy. All right. No, that's not what this is about. We're not here to be, living our best life. All right. You think this is your best life, to be living, something wrong with you. Period. We're not here to be comfortable. Okay. So that in itself should say a lot, Israel. We the one who went off. We went off. That's like you being put on punishment. How your mother or your father put you on punishment, but you still, get to go outside and play. You still get to do whatever you want to do, even though you're supposed to be on punishment. No, it don't work like that. All right? It's not about being convenient during this punishment, okay? Or having convenience during this punishment, Also, that's the first thing I wanted to bring out. We have to remember that, Israel, it's not about convenience. It's not about being comfortable, okay? I also wanted to bring out this article. Well, I passed the article, and it was basically entitled "Everything That Glitters Isn't Gold." I know you heard of that saying. All right. And if you haven't heard of it, I'm bringing it out. Basically, you might cross something that may be a little shiny. You might think it's worth something, whatever the case. Come to find out, it's fake as a mug. You don't, and that's just that's just a slight example, mediocre example. It's probably not the best example, but everything that glitters is not gold. Everything that sounds good doesn't mean that it's good for you. You know what I mean? and we can go into several things on that, Akim. All right. As far as hey, we could. It does say to use this world, not abuse it. So I'm not getting on people who receives money from the government, food stamps from the government, help as far as like Section 8 and all this. You're supposed to use, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm going to use them to the best of my ability. Whenever I get the chance, I'm going to use them, just not abuse it. All right? And with that, like I said, everything that glitters isn't gold. You know, we get these stimulus checks, you got to still understand it's a reason behind everything. He ain't basically, just it seemed like he just giving, the system, this devil's just giving you some money, you know, but it's all for, their ultimate agenda, which is this new world order. Okay. Now again, I'm gonna say it again. Everything that glitters is not gold, and I want to go into this story, and it's gonna be real quick. It's not really, I ain't gonna elaborate too much on it because I know a lot of you know this story, but it's the story of basically the fall of Jericho. Okay, when the father had the Israelites marching around the city of Jericho 6 times, and on the seventh time, he had them blowing the trumpets. Joshua, was the prophet then. He had them blowing the trumpets, and on the seventh day, he had them shout. Okay, in order to bring down the walls of Jericho. Okay, well, in this particular story, you had a particular Israelite from the house of Judah named, I believe it was Achan. Okay, and he didn't follow the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. He wanted to be comfortable. Okay, he wanted to have his convenience, so to speak. That also goes into everything that glitters is not gold. All right, whether it's actual gold or actual silver, you don't know the repercussions behind. That's like winning the lottery. You don't know what the what winning the lottery could bring about. You know what I mean? Too much money might change you. That's just like a gift. Can destroy the heart. Okay, as it says, roughly paraphrasing in the scriptures. All right. So I want to read this couple of these verses. This is bear with me. I want to say Joshua 7:15. I'm going to try to get to the point. All right. And it reads, "And it shall be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire, he and all that he hath, because he hath transgressed the covenant of Yahweh thy power, and because he hath wrought folly in Israel." Now, I read that, because, during this, this taking down of Jericho, right, they were to basically go and defeat and kill the people within Jericho. Young, old, small, don't matter. Babies, everybody, from the cattle to the lamb, everything. You did, and take the gold and silver and everything, and basically bring it unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. All right. But again, you had one. A matter of fact, even before that, I'm getting ahead of myself. As they, they were doing their thing, having their little wars or whatnot. They went up and began to battle with the inhabitants, and they were basically getting slaughtered. They started getting slaughtered. So Joshua and the prophets, fell on their knees and, was asking basically, why is this happening to us? Why did you bring us out the wilderness, from the other side of the walls just to get slaughtered? Come to find out, well, someone had sinned amongst Israel, okay? Someone had transgressed the law, okay? Someone did not follow Yahweh by Shem Shai's commandments. He commanded them to slew or to slay everything, not to keep anything, take anything, nothing of the sorts. He told you to do one thing, and hey, you do it. If he tell you to lead with your right foot, that don't mean you lead with your left, huh? He tell you to lead with the left, that don't mean you lead with the right. You do exactly what Yahweh or power, by Hashem Yahweh Shah says, in that order, period. Or will be repercussions, period. All right? So again, I'm going to read that again. And it says, this is 7 and 15 of Joshua. And it shall be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire. He, and matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to back up a little bit just to give you a little, And when I said, Joshua, that they fell on their faces, in front of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and got to praying like, what's going on? You brought us, you told us to do this. What's going on? Not knowing, someone had transgressed. Okay. Now, when I said they were, they went up the mountain, and got smoked basically. Now, I'm gonna read some of this. Bear with me. Like I said, this ain't put together. Okay. Salakia. Alright. So there went up, this is 7 and 4. So there went up thither of the people about 3,000 men, and they fled before the men of Ai. And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men. For they chased them from before the gate even unto Shabarim, and smote them in the going down, wherefore the hearts of the people melted, and became as water. And Joshua rent his clothes, and fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of Yahweh, our power, until the eventide, he and the elders of Israel, and put dust upon their heads. And Joshua said, Alas, O Yahweh our power, wherefore hast thou at all brought this people over Jordan to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites, okay? To destroy us? Would to the Most High we had been content and dwelt on the other side of Jordan. So he said we would have been cool on the other side of Jordan. You told us to come over here just to get, hurt, killed, slew, He says, O Lord, what shall I say when Israel turneth their backs before their enemies, before the Canaanites, and all the inhabitants of the land shall hear of it, and shall environ around us, and cut off our name from the earth? And what wilt thou do unto thy great name? And Yahweh, our power, said unto Joshua, Get thee up, wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face? He said, get up, why you lying on your face, Israel had sinned. So the Father, the power, Yahweh, by Shem Shai, is telling them, Israel has sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant, which I commanded them. For they have even taken of the accursed thing, which he told them not to take. He told them to slay everything, okay? Bring it before him, all right? All right, accursed thing, and have also stolen and disassembled also, and they have put it even among their own stuff. Therefore, the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies, but turned their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed. Neither will I be with you anymore, except ye destroy the accursed thing from among you. All right. So, back to 15. And it shall be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire, he and all that he hath, because he hath transgressed the covenant of Yahweh our power, and because he hath wrought folly in Israel. All right. I'm going to move. Let me see. I'm going to go to, remember, everything that glitters ain't gold, right? You want to be comfortable, you know, when the Father gave you a strict, you know, a solid commandment, and you still doing otherwise. You doing what he basically telling you, you doing what he told you not to do. Come on, man. All right. This is 25. And Joshua said, now, hold on, let me make sure. Salakia. Now, come to find out, like I said, Achan, they ended up finding out that Achan stole some gold and silver and you know, amongst, you know, other things or whatnot, you know, and brought it into his tent. And, you know, for whatever reason, don't really matter. You know what I mean? He seen a gift, you know, to him, and his heart, he seen a gift, you know. So he decided to take it, all right, and try to hide it from the Most High. Come on, man, his eyes are everywhere. So, hey, all right. All right, let me, it says, you know, they found, they brung, you know, the families, you know, of Judah, you know, before Joshua. You know, you can basically see who was the, you know, who stole, who did the wrong thing. All right. And Achan answered, this is 7-20. And Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against Yahweh, thy power of Israel, and thus have I done. When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonianish garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight, then I coveted them. All right, he wanted them, and took them. And behold, they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it. Okay, so Joshua sent messengers, and they ran unto the tent, and behold, it was hid in his tent, and silver under it. And they took them out of the midst of the tent, and brought them unto Joshua and unto all the children of Israel, and laid them out before Yahweh. All right, our power. And Joshua and all Israel with him took Achan, the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedge of gold, and his sons, and his daughters, and his oxen, and his asses, and his sheep, and his tent, and all that he had. And they brought them unto the valley of Achor. And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? Yahweh our power shall trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned him with stones, and burnt them with fire, after they had stoned them with stones. Okay? So, hey, just within that story, you can go back and read it too. This is Joshua. This is the story of Jericho, Joshua chapter 7. You know, you can actually start in chapter 6. You know, but hey, he got stoned to death. Him, his family, hell, even the asses, everything. You know, he got stoned to death, burnt. Okay, and that burnt is significant too. He got hit with fire as well. Okay, because he didn't follow the commandments of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. All right. Like I said, when if the Father tell you to swing right, you swing right. He tell you to swing left, that's which way you swing. He tell you to go this way, you go that way. You don't go the other way. You do exactly, precisely what he says. You follow directions to a T. All right? He's not playing. He's not the power to play with. Hebrews 10:31. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You know. So it's best for you to do exactly what he says. All right. It's best for you to follow the commandment, whatever he commands of you. All right. And again, everything that glitters not gold. It ain't no time to be getting you know, comfortable, wanting of all things, you know. We have to be circumspect. We have to be wise. We have to understand certain things through the spirit. You know, you see something on the ground or something. You know what I mean? I ain't saying don't pick it up. You see, you know, $100 bill. Well, I ain't saying don't pick it up, nothing like that. You know, I'm just saying be watchful, be careful. You know, look around. You don't know who. Somebody. It might be a trap. Gotta watch it. You know, just be careful. You know, and furthermore, like I said, everything that glitters is not gold. You know what I mean? Everything that sounds good is not actually good for the soul. Not good for you. Okay? And I mean, hey, just because this devil, you know, shooting you money, shooting everybody money, and hey, we have to be aware. A gift can destroy. Matter of fact, let me find it. A gift can destroy the heart. All right, but I rather let me get that precept, man. Bear with me. All right. Like I say it again, you know, this ain't, you know, exactly put together, but I'm trying to hopefully, you know, edify someone, you know, that may be out here listening. All right. It says Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. All right. So we have to be weary of certain things, you know what I mean? Especially, you know, from this devil. All right. We have to be weary. Hey, and if you get some money or whatnot, hey, use it wisely. Use it wisely. You know what I mean? Get your essentials for real. You know, don't just be out here. You know what I mean? Getting getting some kind of a lavish ride or something. You know, getting you some, putting you a down payment on some rims or something. How silly is that? Especially in these times that are coming. A change is coming. All right, a change is coming. So everything that glitters is not gold. Furthermore, you know, we also have to think about you know, through the spirit was coming with this hell, the market crash, the oil market crash yesterday. You know, I believe like 300 some percent, something like that. Hey, that's a big deal. So we have to be aware. I know I'm somewhat all over the place, but it's all tying into the same thing. We have to be aware. And I say that because, hey, in fact, let me get this. Let me get this real quick. Just bear with me, Israel. You know, like I said, I know I'm kind of all over the place, but it all ties in. All right. We have to understand, man. Like it goes back into this convenience thing. You know, with all this going on, this COVID-19, you know, I mean, there's 5G technology, and everything happens for a reason. You know, while everybody is sitting up here, you know, some people thinking about how 5G gonna mess them up. You know, how COVID-19 might mess them up, or whatever the case may be. You know, hey, while we all tripping on the news, you know, I'm talking about the main news, KC, you know, TV5 and, you know, 41, instead of looking at, you know, the alternative news, you know, who's not going to basically sugarcoat shit, you did. Hey, look, this is all to push their agenda. You know, again, I'm going to say everything that glitters isn't gold, all right? Convenience, everything that's convenient isn't cool, you know? There's technology coming in to so-called make your life more easier, more convenient. But they ain't telling you, you know, what else is bringing. What about the just like to all the drugs they bring out? It's always some kind of side effect. Okay, you might this technology while you sitting up here getting movies, downloading movies faster. You know what I mean? Got your mind all on some movies, some downloading some music, some new music or whatnot, albums. They sitting up here, you know what I mean, uh, uh, getting they robotic dogs to come on Jacob. You know what I mean? To rush Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Or rush Jacob, whatever you want to. Hey, they sitting up here plotting on the Israelites. All right? They plotting on you, Israel. You sitting up here wanting to, like I said, download a movie faster. They sitting up here got drones with guns on them attached to them, operating off this 5G, getting ready for this digital currency that's coming out, which is what going to eventually and ultimately lead to the mark of the beast, which is that RFID chip. Huh? And all this ties into together, Israel. You know, they need this 5G. You know, it's the, like my brother said, it's the infrastructure for this mark of the beast. You know, China already bringing out their digital currency. Matter of fact, see if I can pull that up. China already, they got apps already. They doing their test runs as we speak with digital currency. You know, so while y'all all, you know, fixated and focused on one thing, on the other side, they doing another thing. Everything that glitters is not gold. You know, all convenience is not good for you. You know, we got to get back to the basics sometimes. Everybody, you know, I know some of y'all grew up, you know, on playing with technology, you know, but a lot of us didn't, you know. So I'm saying get back to the basics. Sometimes, hey, we might have to turn that phone off and read, or put the phone down and just have a conversation. Half you can't even remember the numbers, and I'm speaking to me too. Don't get it wrong. Half you can't even remember the numbers that's stored in your phone because all you got to do is just push on a name. Remember, we used to use the rotary. We used to know these numbers. We used to have them memorized. Now we don't do nothing but push. That's convenience. We got to break ourselves from that. Okay? Got to break it. And like I said, this digital currency is just one step away from that mark of the beast. So you got to remember this 5G technology and all this COVID-19, all this stuff that's going on, it all ties in together, Israel. Wake up. Pay attention to what's really going on. Don't be docile to the what's really going on. Okay? All this is tying in together. The facial recognition, okay? The digital currency, you know. They started off with a little chip in the card. Now look, they crashing this dollar. They just giving you money from, you know, from where? They just printing it, which is gonna bring about hyperinflation. Okay? They have their own agenda. Don't settle for whatever, you know, this devil tells you. Look around. Huh? Listen to the men of the Lord. Okay? As a matter of fact, listen to the men of the, hey, the apostles and heads, you know, and the men of the Lord been out here telling you from heck, from 1 year to well, I'm gonna say from 30 years plus all the way down to, you know, hell last year. You know, almost everybody got access to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the men of the Lord. They out here telling you for a reason. Huh? I'm gonna get this last precept, man. I'm gonna close out. I might be two. Hey, but first I'm gonna get this. Bear with me, Israel. Bear with me. Hey, ain't no more. We gotta step up out of that comfortableness. You know what I'm saying? We have to know when. You know what I'm saying? It's a time for everything. All right? This is Revelations. Hold on. All right, this is Revelations 13. All right? And 16. And it reads, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. That's what's coming. That's what's coming. This RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. It all ties in. It's all, see, they telling you, hey, everything's go on and swipe your hand. You won't have to carry, this money around no more. You don't have to risk it being taken from you or somebody robbing you, whatever the case may be, or losing your wallet or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? All this ties in together for his agenda, this new world order. They want you they want to track you. They want to know where you're spending your money, what you spending it on. They want to be as Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, but he ain't gonna necessarily let that just go like that, ultimately our Father, our power has his agenda, okay? But hey, somebody gotta fall. Our Father is a man of war, all right? So, hey, again, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That is the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. There's no doubt about it. All right. So I hope you can see all this, all this tying in. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the men of the Lord. All right. I'm going to close out with this scripture. As the men of the Lord been out here telling you, and hopes, that the elect could be sealed, so we can get up out of here, Israel. We trying to go home. This ain't comfortable. This ain't comfortable for the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? This ain't comfortable. We don't want to be here. This ain't right. And if it registers with your spirit, it ain't been right with the men of the Lord for a long time, even before the truth. I'm saying even before, some of us came into this truth. And our spirits, we knew something was wrong. We wasn't happy. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave off with this, right? This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. All right? I'm going to leave out with that, man. Before that, call Halayim La Alahaya Nawa Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. Again, double honors to the heads and apostles of Great Millstone. All right? Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Abba, Baba. We almost gone, y'all.